dicey. Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! To my health! And death to the others!
Legate de Sade, I presume.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I'm sure of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
Pardon me, Your Grace, but I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask, what is it precisely that brings you to this remote island?
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems the messengers on this island are not particularly reliable. No matter. Your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married. So, here I am.
My. This is incredible news.
I know you must be surprised. However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
Indeed. But I should warn you that you might find my cousin to be different.
Different? I suppose it's normal for a long journey through these new lands to change a person.
As you may have heard, he caught the Malachor. The magic present on this island cured him, but it also changed him.
Truly, it's a miracle he's recovered at all. I'm not surprised that it's left its mark. Still, I'm certain it won't affect our wedding, I assure you. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
Of course, Your Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary arrangements had been made for my arrival. I had the Nauts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. Too far outside the city, clearly. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the woods and threatening us. They even robbed me. Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping the marriage contract.
We try not to use the term savages. We're on their land, after all. And the congregation's aim here is to do business.
Right you are. Please excuse me. I'm still not entirely used to these new surroundings. In any case, it's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but you know the island and its inhabitants better than I do. Could you perhaps retrieve the chest for me? I would be eternally grateful, cousin.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid little boats that the Nauts get about in when it was taken. I was busy setting up camp at the time, so I didn't see who it was. My men didn't see much either, because it was dark. But certain natives from the region stopped by in the morning. They were aggressive and insisted that we leave. I'm sure they were behind the robbery, unless it was just bandits. There were a couple that my men chased away, but that's all I know.
Thank you. We'll get about finding it.
Is there anything else?
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin, despite the excellent reason you put forth.
Surely you didn't think your cousin would stay single forever? Perhaps you thought to remedy this yourself? Know that although the decision was not my own, I'm very pleased about it. I got the impression your uncle thought a wedding might calm your cousin a little. And now that he's in the role of governor, he needs a wife of his standing. My father saw an opportunity to get me away from Peren, where I was in great danger, and found me a worthy husband in the process. But again, it's clear that their main intention was to put an end to years of conflict. Is there anything else?
Since we're going to be cousins, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was raised like any good princess, educated in both arts and arms. But, as I had several older brothers, I was never really given a political role. I'm still my father's favorite, though. You may know that I've already been married once, but my husband was murdered in cold blood as part of a plot at court.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
You're too kind. After he died, my father decided it was best to send me away from Peren. He knew your cousin was unmarried and was tired of the futile disputes between our families. So he contacted Prince d'Orsay, and the rest is history. Is there anything else?
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
I simply cannot believe that Prince d'Orsay would marry his son to that princess. His father may not much like Constantine. And not to the point he would consent to him marrying the family's worst enemy.
I can't believe it either. There's too much rancor between our families.
You know your family's political schemes and your uncle much better than I. If you think there's room for doubt...
Yes. I suggest we examine that wedding contract closely.
poison on my blade.
Then let's go! To my help! And death to the others!
If I've understood correctly, the chest was here when it was stolen. Ah, there are footprints which lead away from the camp. There are other footprints here. They're quite deep, as if the person who made them were carrying a heavy load. We're on the right path. The undergrowth has been crushed. Several people passed through here.
And death to the others!
The footprints seem less hurried. The thieves must have felt safer here. We must be getting close.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! To my health! And death to the others! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Fighters. Or they were taken by surprise. They didn't even defend themselves.
That's true. We should look around before returning Aurelia's chest. That's curious. On closer inspection, these men were obviously not killed by animals. The stab wounds are clearly visible. The fact that these outlaws were stabbed is highly suspicious. And considering all we know about her family, I can't help thinking Aurelia De Vespe is responsible. The question is, why? I suppose we'll only find out once we've talked to her again. We'd best go back to the camp and return the chest. I need a bit of practice. De Vespe coat of arms. This must be the chest Aurelia asked us to find.
Is there any way to open it? We could examine this contract of hers.
I can't see a lock. And we'd be hard-pressed to explain why we broke it. We'd better bring it back untouched.
Wait. Look, there seem to be soldiers over there. We should observe them before jumping into their arms.
It seems they are Aurelia De Vespe's swordsmen. I'm afraid it is now beyond doubt. These men were sent to ambush us. Aurelia sent us to recover that chest solely in order to get rid of us.
We should teach those assassins and their mistress a lesson. But, since we spotted them, if you'd rather avoid trouble...
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Be careful! You're wounded! See if you can ward off straight.
poison on my blade. Then let's go! Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
You? I didn't think I'd see you again. So soon.
Is that because you'd hoped we'd be clawed to death by those beasts, or because you thought your assassins would get the better of us?
Come now, who do you take me for? I was just putting your courage to the test, that's all. A princess's whim. I kindly suggest you forget all about this little incident. You see, my dear, we De Vespes have a habit of knowing as much about our enemies as our friends. I'm afraid my father's men have obtained some rather sensitive information, which, well, if the other governors were to find out, it could very well jeopardize your position, along with that of the D'Orsay. If word were to get out about your origin, for example...
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Oh, what a horrid word! Come now, I would never do such a thing. Let's just say that I'm ensuring your loyalty. In fact, some of my men are already at the courts of Hikmet and San Mateus, and ready to act if you try anything. But I'm sure it won't come to that. We'll soon be part of the same family, after all.
Here's your chest. This is the one you sent me to fetch.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you for your help. You have shown yourself to be as reliable as they say. Long may it continue to be the case. Well, now that I've recovered my precious documents, you will be able to deliver the wedding contract to your cousin in New Serene. I await the preparations for my arrival and accommodation. Then there'll be plenty of time to prepare the ceremony with my husband-to-be.
The arrival of a noble lady such as yourself will require several arrangements. New Serene is a very new city.
Yes, I'm sure. Don't dither for too long now. I'm counting on you to be as quick as possible. And to convince your cousin and his men to be reasonable. You know what's at stake. Is there anything else?
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
She has us. We now have the contract, but even if it does turn out to be forged, we have no choice but to bend to her will.
Damnation. She's a thorn in our side. I wonder what she knows exactly.
Sadly, all families have their secrets. And whichever one she holds would be enough to put our family at risk.
We must get those documents back. Let's go to Hikmet and San Mateus and take the wind out of their sails. After that, we can settle our score with her.
You're right. It's the only way to put an end to this alliance and supplant the Viper.
Your Excellency, Her Highness... Her Highness, Aurelia De Vespe of the Merchant Congregation has sent me to convey her regards. She would like to assure you of her deepest respect and her unwavering support as an ally with any troubles you may encounter. She also wishes to forewarn you that the person who, until now, presented herself as the congregation's legate may soon lose her position. Indeed, she is believed to have lied about her lineage, and doubt has now been cast upon her titles of nobility. It is also rumored that she has engaged in questionable dealings involving the guilds and the natives. We sincerely hope that, until this situation has been clarified, you will treat her with the utmost suspicion. Naturally, if these allegations prove to be true, a new legate will be appointed by Her Highness immediately.
This situation is regrettable, but hardly surprising. I cannot deny that our dealings with the legate have often been wrought with a lack of elementary diplomacy, and what you are telling me merely confirms my suspicions. But look, here she is. Madam, in light of what I've just heard, you are not welcome here. At the very least, until these allegations are confirmed.
We were thrown out like trash. I can't believe that Viper's claptrap got us into this mess. How will we discover where those documents are now?
I must admit, it was humiliating. But now, we can give her a taste of our own medicine. I say we follow her, and once we discover her lair, finding those incriminating documents shouldn't be a problem.
Here come the De Vespe ambassador and her henchmen.
Let's hide. They might let slip the location of the documents. Then we'll know where to find them.
Ambassador? Did your meeting with the governor go well?
The meeting went very well. The governor was so incensed by what I told him that when the legate arrived unannounced, she was immediately thrown out. It seems that our representative on the island has not found favor with the other governors. It was about time our mistress intervened. However, the legate's presence is problematic. I did not expect her here so soon. Special care must be taken to better hide our documents. If they search the old farm under the cliff, she or her comrades could well find them. Tomorrow morning, we must move them to a safer hiding place. In the meantime, we must rest.
As you command, Ambassador.
Damn it! It was a trap.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Green blood! I can't hold on much. See if you can ward off this. I need healing.
There are some documents, but it's not the evidence Aurelia spoke of. These documents speak of you. It appears that the De Vespe sought out information on each of you, hoping to influence you or to drive a wedge between us.
I can only imagine the heap of garbage it must contain. I hope you know me well enough not to take that filth seriously.
This is just further proof of their deceit. And the so-called evidence got away again. Let's search these men. We may find something useful. According to this letter, the chest was given to a merchant in town who deals with the De Vespes. He was ordered to hand it to the governor if something happens to the delegation.
If we get it back before the merchant sends it off, everything will be fine.